And to be fair, before I start smashing, to be fair, I honestly do believe from talking to Michael that they're making their decision with the best of intentions. But I think they're making a terrible decision. I think the answer has to be yes, we will absolutely honor it whether you get a fucking refund or not. Honestly. And I know they probably don't have a legal necessity to do that, but it does not matter. You know, this is not what a fucking grocery store where you take back a bad pear if you fucking bought it and it's bad. You know, and if they don't refund it, then you fucking, you know, if you got a bad piece of food and they won't refund it, you probably still shop at that grocery store. You know,
there's probably a highly likely you would. Yes.
Yeah. Bands are not like that. Bands, especially bands that would do a crowdfunding campaign, they are dealing with the hardest of hardcores. They are dealing with the people that literally play into what we always make fun of, that think of their band guy as a god, not as just a dude. You know, they're not the people that listen and say, oh, I like Queensryche songs. They had like 2 or 3 really good ones. You know, these are the people that are like, I named my son Reich.
Or I name my son Dokken.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but that guy is one of those guys. I guarantee you that guy that named his son Dokken, if Dokken, the band, did a crowdfunding thing, he'd buy everything on the fucking crowdfund. Don't you think?
Well, I'm sure he would. I mean, and they did drive a considerable distance to attend that show a few weeks ago that I hooked them up with.
But that's what I'm saying is there's those kind of fans, and then there's the me and you kind. And those kind of fans are the ones that do pledge music.
Right.
Those are the ones that want the $150 vinyl that's signed by all the guys. Those are the ones that want the stage-used drum head and the opportunity to spend 4 hours golfing with Michael Wilton. You know, those are those fans.
Right.
And those are the ones that are going to get fucked and dude, you've watched every episode of The Shield, right? Have you watched The Shield?
No.
Okay. Well, there's an episode of The Shield where the police captain he's running to be the mayor of the city councilman rather. Okay. And as he's running to be the city councilman, there's a lady that is an absolute worshiper of him. I don't know if she wants to fuck him or what, but she's just like, she's a worshiper, and she's standing outside some fucking grocery store trying to recruit people to vote for him.
Okay.
And she doesn't have a permit. So the police roll up on her and they tell her that she has to go because, you know, she doesn't have a permit. She won't go. So she gets arrested. They bring her back to the police station and they go and they get the captain and they tell him, dude, we don't really want to bust her out for nothing, but, you know, maybe you could talk to her and tell her that she can't set up for the grocery store.
Yeah, she can't canvass out in the public.
Right.
What's the most painful way to die? Shotgun blast? Speeding bus? Drowning? But for many, burning alive is the most unimaginable fate. In 1994, Chris survived an industrial accident that left him with burns over 69% of his body. Just living defied all odds. In Call Me Chris, Chris Akin shares his harrowing journey of survival, recovery, and the brutal honesty of facing life after the flames. It's raw, real, and a testament to human resilience. Get your copy of Call Me Chris today at chrisakin.net or on Amazon. Witness the power of determination.
Area without a permit.
Right. So he comes up to her and she's locked in the cage. He lets her out and he lets her off without being fined or anything. And he says, look, I really appreciate the sentiment. I think it's cool, but really all I need is your vote. I don't want you to go out there where it's not legal. And I just want you to give your vote for me. And that's good enough.
Mhm.
Polite way out. Fast forward 10 minutes. She's back outside the grocery store with a sign that says, fuck David Aceveda. He's an asshole. And don't vote for him. Vote for his competition.
Right, of course.
That's what Queensryche is doing.
Yeah.
If they don't honor this shit, they are going to cross off a lot of diehards from their fan base. And I know it's not their fault, but you know what? Sometimes in business, things happen that aren't your fault, and you have to fucking
make it right.
Suck it up and make it right.
Well, I think we pointed this out last week that people were not investing in Pledge Music. They were investing in Queensryche.
Right, of course.
And most people don't understand that Pledge Music is just a third party thing. They think I'm giving my money to Queensryche.
Yeah, of course.
So they don't think of Pledge Music as an entity all in its own. All they know is that my $50 or my $100 went to Queensryche.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They don't consider Pledge Music as the go-between.
No.
So it's just like, wait a minute. I threw my $100 your way, and you're telling me I'm getting nothing?
Yeah. And that's how it's perceived.
And then it's just like, well, you did it through Pledge Music, and Pledge Music is the one who screwed you. Well, but your name was on it.
Yeah, I wasn't buying the Pledge Music fucking backstage laminate.
Yeah.
I was buying the Queensryche laminate.
Right.
That is signed by you fucks, not by the CEO of Pledge Music.
Exactly.
I mean, is it a bad situation? It most certainly is.
It's terrible. It's a shame.